Welcome to Gene and Mike do the New York Times crossword.
Hi, I'm Jean.
And I'm Mike. And today we are doing the crossword for Friday, February 6th, 2026. So, on a scant 8 days away from Valentine's,
That is true.
did you fall in love with this crossword?
I did.
Really?
Oh, I thought it was pretty good, yeah.
Okay.
Good for Friday. There were 2 places I had a lot of trouble, but eventually I persevered and figured it out.
Did you mean you had a 57 across challenge for a gamer boss battle
A
with this
boss
crossword?
battle. That was one place I had trouble because I had never heard of
Oh.
a boss battle, but I got that figured out. And
We've definitely seen boss battle. I think we've seen it. Hang on, let me just check. Yes, boss battle has appeared a total of, 4 times. 2020, 2024, 2025, and 2026.
Well, when you don't do boss battles, it's not something you just sticks in your head.
That's true.
And I'm not really a gamer, but I sort of remembered it after I got most of it filled in there.
And I'm going to guess where you had your other problem. 14 across, Red's fandom.
Yes.
Oenophilia. And it's like, oh, that Red.
Yes.
You know,
I put Cincinnati. It fit.
Really?
Yes.
And the first N matched up. And possibly other letters. I don't know. Yeah, I had a lot of trouble with that because I just didn't believe that any part of it was correct.
No.
You know, the spelling is so off.
Right.
And then I eventually got the Oeno, and I realized, oh, okay, they're talking about wine. And then I had to figure out fandom. But then I think I had the P 15 down was Hearts Are Blank for the Breakin', Taylor Swift lyric. And so I went for yours. Hearts are yours for the break-in.
Oh, no, it's hers.
And it was hers, which gave you the PH of philia.
Right.
But I had the PY, which led to nowhere.
Yeah, see, I didn't know that either. And then 6 down, the vegetable also known as a Mexican turnip. I thought it was a jacima, spelled Jacima, not a jacama.
You had
spelled Jicama.
So you had the A and the I flipped.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So I thought that, and I had the last I and A back there, so I thought, oh, it's some kind of mania. Kind of mania. So I thought, well, 15 down was maybe it's men's. I was just like, I didn't know what it was.
Hearts are men's for the break-in.
So anyway, eventually I got it all straightened out. But I did not know 7 down. That was a new term for me, a derisive term for unattractive public sculptures. Plop art.
Yes. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed to say I went for poop art first.
Oh, dear.
Well, because they have like that poop emoji, right? And so I went for that. And I just thought, ew, this is awful. And I'm not sure if plop art is any better, but there it is.
It is better.
I suppose.
I'll give you that.
Okay.
It is better. So.
The one next to it, classic mixed drink developed in Singapore. So I've heard of a drink called the Singapore Sling, but obviously that wasn't going to be part of the answer. It was gin sling.
That's right.
Have you ever had any Singapore slings?
No, I don't think I have.
Oh, okay.
Or a gin sling either.
I used to drink them by the gallon. Let's see. We had 9 down. That was a lacrimose, and the answer was sad.
Yes,
that was
I did know.
Sort of amusing. And 22 across. Iconic Disneyland ride. It's a Small World. See, don't do that because I'm going to be singing that for the rest. I think they actually should have had a warning on the crossword. Warning. Something here may trigger an earworm. So, yes.
That reminds me of a story when I went to Disney World with a friend. And we went on the It's a Small World ride. And and it got stuck.
Really?
And we heard that song over and over and over till they finally got it unstuck. So
I take it it's been a few years since this
it's
happened.
a long time
Of course, nowadays you'd sue Disney, right? You'd sue them for cruel and unusual punishment.
Yeah, it was, it probably wasn't stuck more than 10 minutes, but it seemed like an eternity.
And do you still remember the entire song?
I do.
Wow.
I do.
There might be an advantage of that. Maybe for actors who are trying to learn their roles, they can get stuck in a ride where it just recites their roles over and over. I don't know.
That's right.
We had 32 across. Mason, e.g., was a hard hat.
Yep.
I found that hard to get.
Oh,
Certainly didn't jump out at me.
Mm-hmm.
And then 32 down, rowdy was hooligan.
Hooligan. That's a great word.
I think about all those words that mean you're slightly disreputable, but you're not really truly evil. You've got like retrobate, you old retrobate you, or rapscallion. I also like rapscallion.
Mm-hmm.
And I think hooligan falls into the same category.
Right in there, yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We had 35 down, dwelling that epitomizes simple living, tiny home.
Tiny home, yes. Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it would really be simple to live in a tiny home. There wouldn't be any room to go anywhere.
Well, they designed them quite well, and yeah, but it is tiny. I mean, it's just like a living area, kitchen, bathroom, and bedroom.
But the point is, it's an independent.
It's freestanding. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I think they're probably built in a factory and then just shipped to site because they're very tiny.
So, like, how tiny? How tiny are we talking?
Maybe 800 square feet.
Oh, okay.
No, not very big.
But there's such a housing crisis everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Well, they're affordable. Yeah, the part of the housing crisis is that it's so hard to afford a house if you're middle class. Average age of the first-time home buyer is now 40, which is, that's not good for a housing market.
Right.
Now you're getting me on my housing kick here. But
this is a huge problem in Canada, by the way. And I mean, Carney just announced some program to sort of increase the number of people who can afford houses. I wonder if they're thinking about tiny homes.
Maybe.
Think Carney's a listener?
Maybe.
Huh?
I'm sure he is.
I certainly hope so. Let's see. We had 36 across. Suddenly quit texting, say. Ghosted.
Ghosted, yes.
I think that is a great word. I really like ghosted. I put it right up there with deets. Sometimes, just by chance, people come up with new words, new ways of expressing themselves, and they really, really advance the language.
It does. It's very descriptive.
Yeah.
Just exactly what happens. So,
I get ghosted by clients all the time, ghosted by students, ghosted by this, ghosted by that, ghosted by Casper, the friendly ghost. Let's see. We had, what else was here? 49 across. Phenomenon through which luxuries become necessities. Lifestyle creep.
Yes, that's a new one on me.
It is.
I never heard that before.
It's also a debut in the crossword.
Oh, I can believe that.
There were 9 debut answers. Oenophilia.
Yes.
It's a small world. That was surprising. Let's see. 5 down, what gives you the time and place was a GPS watch.
Right.
Suddenly conk out. 13 down was stop dead. The aforementioned tiny home. And 37 down, bring 3 suitcases to a weekend trip, say. Overpack. So quite a lot of novel answers appearing here.
Well, that made it interesting.
We had 56 across. Simone Biles or Tom Brady, acronymically, GOAT.
GOAT, yes.
That was cute. Did you get that right away?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, it's acronym,ically. I thought that's an acronym that would describe 2 of the greatest athletes of all time. GOAT.
Oh, I was going for tall, but I guess that really wasn't an acronym at all.
Simone Biles is definitely not
Really?
tall. No,
I'm unfamiliar.
She's like 4 foot something.
Okay.
She's a gymnast, They usually aren't too
there
tall.
are tall gymnasts. They keep whacking the taller post or something. Let's see. 63 across. Was Bantu blank hairstyle knots?
Bantu knots, yes.
Have you thought about having your hair done up in Bantu knots?
I have no idea what that is. So it's maybe No, probably not.
It's. I think
I
the
don't think
next.
my hairstylist could do Bantu
I
nuts.
bet they could. The next time you go in, just say, "I'm just dying for some Bantu nuts."
Maybe you should do that.
I don't think the person who cuts my hair knows what a Bantu nut is. All right, I think that is it for the crossword.
Okay.
This, by the way, was by Jeffrey Shorkoff and Raphael Musa. This was Jeffrey's third and Raphael's 24th. But it is Friday, which means it's time for Fun Fact Friday.
Do, 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 do.
Do you have a fun fact for
I
Fun Fact
do
Friday?
have a fun fact.
Oh,
and
good.
It deals with something we just talked about, and that is the answer to 22 across. It's a small world.
Oh, what a
So I have a
coincidence.
few fun facts about It's a Small World.
Excellent.
Okay. It's a Small World is an old mill boat ride located in the Disney theme parks around the world. They're all over the world. They're in Paris, they're in Hong Kong, Tokyo, of course, at Orlando and Anaheim, California. The first ride, the inaugural version of the ride, premiered at the 1964 New York World's Fair, and before being permanently moved to Disneyland in 1966. It's kind of interesting that in the World's Fair, there were several entities that asked Disney to design their buildings. The state of Illinois asked them to design their building, and they did an animatronic Abraham Lincoln for them. And GM designed their building, and they did a Futurama kind of thing for them. And I believe the Ford Motor Company also asked them. So they were already doing a whole bunch of these pavilions, and then UNESCO asked them if they would do something related to Children of the World, and that's what they wanted to call it, Children of the World. But the Disney people asked the Sherman Brothers to write a song. They were going to have all these little dolls that moved, and they'd all be dressed in different traditional costumes from different countries. And so the Sherman Brothers came up with the tune "It's a Small World." And it was so beloved by everybody there that they decided they would rename the pavilion "It's a Small World" instead of Children of the World. So the fair opened in 1964. The UN General Secretary dedicated the building or the pavilion, and the lines were just crazy. They actually charged people to go into this. It cost 60 cents for children to go in and 95 cents for adults. But all the sales went to UNICEF.
Oh, nice.
But despite that admission fee, they had 35 to 40,000 riders on average for each of the days of the fair. Yeah, they saw nearly 5 million visitors in the first year of the fair. The fair went 2 years. It closed like during the winter, but it opened up again back in April, and they had a record 10.3 million visitors by the end of the second year. That's a lot of people on those little boats. So, and it was just so incredibly well done. They even, had like as Disney does, they had a gift shop after you got off the boat.
I'm shocked.
And they said that Disney asked this designer, "I want dolls that no woman will go out of that without buying one of these dolls." And so they must have been really, really something to see. But then after it was over, they took it to Disneyland in Anaheim, where it is still an extremely popular ride.
Wow.
And there's an article in Wikipedia where I got some of this information, and it is very, very long, and there are lots and lots of interesting facts about It's a Small World. But of course, all of the figures in It's a Small World, and it is all these little children dressed in their native costumes, they are all moving. They're either playing instruments, or they're dancing, or they're singing and moving their arms, but they all move. And there's hundreds of them. So, and they're on both sides of the boat as you go through.
Right.
And it was so popular when it went to Disney World that, they were thinking about redoing the Pirates of the Caribbean ride, and they were going to have it be a walkthrough.
Mm-hmm.
But this was so popular, they said, let's get boats for this one too. So if you go to Disney World and you want to go see the pirates, it's the same thing. You have to get in a boat and travel around and see these animatronic characters from Pirates of the Caribbean. So anyway, just a few facts about It's a Small World.
It's a small world after all.
Well, that was another thing. They said that the song was like, if you go in, you'll go out singing the song. And many people did. They couldn't get it out of their head.
That old earworm.
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, thank you so much for that fun fact. That was fascinating.
Uh-huh.
That is it for today, then. Thanks, everyone, for listening. Remember, we love feedback. Crosswordpodcast at iCloud.com. We will be back again with our cutting-edge analysis of the toughest crossword of the week, aka Saturdays, tomorrow.
Bye-bye.